We'll be showing you how to make the radial engine assembly. You want to go to Start, Mechanical Design, Assembly Design. You're going to have Product 1, rename it Radial Engine. Apply, OK. Then we're going to want to open more parts into it, so you're going to go there, got a new part, go back to Radial Engine, new part, yes, new part, more new parts, more new parts, more new parts. We're just going to keep making new parts until we have enough to make all the parts of the actual assembly. And we're going to start renaming the new parts. This one's going to be rod bush upper. Rod bush lower. Piston pin. Piston ring. Master rod bearing. Link pin. This is going to be articulated rod. Master rod. Master rod. And we need the piston. Okay, so we're going to enter the sketcher on the YZ plane. Going to make ourselves a circle. Going to dimension it 24 diameter. These are all in millimeters. Going to pad it 21 mirrored extent. Exit. Gonna make a hole, go into positioning sketch, make it concentric with the circle that we already made. Exit. Gonna change the diameter to 22 millimeters up to last and hit OK. And you've made that part. So now we can go into the YZ plane on the next feature, and we want to hide this one just to make sure. So we want to go into the YZ plane, and we're going to make another circle. Now there's some little quirks with CATIA. If you do not re-click the next part it will not put you on the correct sketcher, so that's what I was showing you right there. Now we're going to make the circle and constrain it again. And this outer diameter is going to be 15. And we're going to exit sketcher and pad it. It's going to be 12 mirrored extent. And we're going to make the hole like we did last time with the positioning sketch. Going to make it concentric. And this diameter is going to be 12. And it's going to be up to last, just like the last hole we did. Now we're going to hide that and go into the YZ plane on the piston pin and go into sketcher and make another circle. This time we're going to have a 22 diameter. Once again, exit. Now we pad 40 mirrored extent, make a hole. Same positioning sketch that we've been doing with concentric up to last, of course, and this one's going to be 11 in diameter, 11 millimeters. Now we're done with that. We're going to hide it. And we're going to go into the piston ring and make another circle and constrain its diameter to 93. And then pad back 3. And we're going to go into the front face. And we're going to make another circle. We're going to make it concentric to the first surface, first circular surface. And then we're going to exit sketcher. We're going to pad it. Making sure we have the right diameter, which is 12. And this is for the piston pin plug. And making it concentric. Gonna pad this 12. And that last pad had a diameter of 11. Now we're making the fillet. Making sure you select the right edge, because if you don't, that is what will happen. So you have to select this top edge. And that has a radius of 2. And now you're done with the plug. Now we're going to go to the master rod bearing. Going to make a circle. Diameter of 52. Going to zoom out a little bit so we can see it. Then we're going to exit sketcher. Pad 35 mirrored extent. Make a hole. Same process we've been using hole for going into the positioning sketch and making it concentric. Gotta zoom in a little bit so I can get to the actual center point. And this has a diameter of 46. And then we go up to last, of course. And we're going to hide that. Now they're going to do the piston ring. And we're going to go into sketcher. We're going to make another circle. this time diameter of 93. And we're going to pad it 3. And we're going to do 1.5 mirrored extent, which will give you 3. I'll be doing mirrored extent so that the plane still stays in the middle of the part. And we're going to go into the positioning sketch for the hole, make it concentric. And of course up to last. And this has a radius of, well, a diameter of 85. Now we're going to go to the side face in Sketcher. We're going to zoom in a bit. Now we're going to make this slanted cut that we have here on the side. So you can use the profile command and make this parallelogram shape. Making sure you close your surface. And we're going to constrain the top to the bottom by 1. And see, I didn't close my surface, so now we have to go back and create a line there to actually have my surface closed fully the way it should be. And we're going to constrain that to the vertical, and that's going to be 135 degrees. Notice we can still move it up and down, so it's got to be constrained horizontally somehow, vertically somehow. So we're going to constrain it directly there to the origin, 0, because that is the middle of the plane of the piston ring, which is where it should be placed. Now we're going to go here and constrain the outer edge so we have some horizontal distance. You're going to make it 0, and then make that one 0. And now we're going to exit Sketcher. Then we're just going to pocket. Up to last, of course. And then we're going to hide it. Now we're going to go into link pen and the YZ plane. Going to make a circle, and the diameter is 15. Exit Sketcher, pad 7. We're not going to do mirrored extent this time. Going to the surface, face, in Sketcher, we're going to make another circle. This one is going to have a diameter of 10. And we're going to make it concentric. And we're just going to pad that one out 43 millimeters, of course. And we're going to hide the link.